talk again about contraception. Let's see what are the main methods of contraception. First, let's see what contraception is. It is any methods that people use to prevent pregnancy. There is hormonal methods. Hormonal methods of birth control are types of birth control that use hormones, estrogen, and progestin to help prevent ovulation. There are many different types of hormonal birth control, and they vary in their effectiveness. Pill or combined oral contraceptive. The pill is taken at the same time each day. It combines estrogen and progestin within its typical failure rate, 7%. Patch. This is skin patch is worn in abdomen, buttocks, or upper body, but not on the breast. Each patch lasts 1 week. It slowly releases estrogen and progestin. Its typical failure rate is 7%. Implant. The implant is a single thin rod that is inserted under the skin of women or in the upper arm. It contains a progestin that is released into the body over 3 years. Its typical failure rate is often 1%. Injection or shot. Women get the injection of the hormones progestin in the buttocks or arm every 3 months, giving its typical failure rate 4%. Vaginal ring. The ring releases the hormones progestin and estrogen. You place the ring inside the vagina, giving its typical failure 7%. Barrier methods. What's barrier methods? It prevents the sperm from meeting the egg. Male condom. This is male condom. It keeps sperm from getting to woman's body and worn over the penis. It protects against sexually transmissible disease. Let's see female condom. It is worn inside the vagina. The female condom helps keep sperm from getting to her body. It protects against sexually transmissible diseases too, giving its typical failure 10% to 1%. Diaphragm. Diaphragm is placed inside the vagina to cover the cervix to block sperm. The diaphragm is shaped like a shallow cup. Before sexual intercourse, you insert it with spermicide to block or kill sperm, giving its typical failure rate 13%. Spermicide. These products work by killing sperm and come in severe forms like gel, cream, suppository, film, and more. They are placed into vagina no more than 1 hour before the intercourse. You can use spermicide in addition to a male condom and diaphragm within its typical failure rate 21%. We call also reversible methods of birth control. There is intrauterine contraception, copper T intrauterine device or IUD. IUD is a small device shaped in the form of T. It is placed inside the uterus and can stay for up to 10 years. In its typical failure rate, 0.8%. Levonorgestrel intrauterine system or LNG-IUD is shaped like copper TID. It releases a small amount of progestin each day to keep you from getting pregnant. The energy stays in the uterus for up to 3 to 6 years with its typical failure 0.1 or minus 0.4%. Let's recall also permanent methods of birth control. There is mass sterilization called vasectomy. Vasectomy, this operation is done to keep man's sperm from going to his penis, so his ejaculate never has any sperm in it that can fertilize an egg, leaving its typical failure rate open 15%. There is also female sterilization. Female sterilization or tying tubes. A woman can have her fallopian tubes tied so that sperm and eggs cannot meet for fertilization. This method is effective immediately, leaving its typical failure 0.5%. We thank you for watching and learn more at cdc.gov/contraception. Thank you.